So today, actually, we're going to begin in seat exactly where we are, or where we're starting, where I'm looking here. So to begin in seat, I like to always kind of lean over and just pull that flesh away from my sit bones. And what that does is it just allows those, the sits bones to actually anchor into the floor. And then bring the hands to heart center. And then we just take a few moments here to just plug into the earth and to search the body for discomfort and acknowledge it and then just let it go. It doesn't have to be the story of the class, have a story or finger. And focus on the areas that feel better, that aren't causing you any pain. And we'll take a deep inhale through the nose and sigh through open mouth. And again, inhale. And sigh. Excellent. From here, we're going to interlock the hands, and we're going to push them forward and up. Now here the goal is to pull the arms back so that the ears are in line with the biceps, and then straighten the arms as much as you can. This will stretch the shoulders, the forearms, the hands, and really sort of lengthen you out to begin. Good. Now when you next exhale, round the upper back, push your hands forward, just till they're about eye level. And then inhale, look up, reach the hands back up, and round forward, and up. From the side, it looks like this. Up here, round and push back. So the shoulder blades really come apart. Inhale, up, and round. Inhale, up, and down. And back up. Let's release the hands. We're going to bring them out to the side. Let's do just some arm circles here. So just real small. And try to move with some sort of tempo of breath. So inhale, bring them up and back. Exhale, down and around. And keep the arms straight and active. Good. We're going to see how heavy the arms are for the shoulders. And now start to make bigger circles. Good. And continue to make them so big that the fingers just about graze the floor as you come down. And lift them up into the height, that highest place you can lift. Good. Switch directions in big circles. Good. Now slowly begin to make the circles a little smaller. So that each time we do a circle, it just begins to get smaller and smaller. And we feel how heavy the arms actually are. Good. All right, let's stop and we'll hold the arms right out to the side. Really active. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the lap. Big inhale through the nose. And just sigh through the mouth. Let's walk the hands forward here. Keep those sit bones we talked about into the floor and just lengthen forward. So you don't have to come all the way down. The idea here is that we're just going to feel a stretch in the lower back, but you may also feel it in your hips or somewhere else, but for the most part, it's the lower back. And at some point when you get a little more relaxed, you can tuck the chin and then round the back a little more. And then tuck the chin into the collarbone. And we'll walk the hands back up. And we'll do the same thing with the other leg crossed in front. We usually sit with that dominant leg in front, and this one's sometimes awkward. So with that other leg in front, whatever that may be, sit up tall first, and then exhale and walk the hands forward. We'll begin to notice the differences in the body and where we feel things. And that's what I love about yoga. It attempts to balance you out. With a consistent practice, for the most part, you get balanced out, but sometimes it's just the body's the body. All right, from this real forward extension here in this seated forward fold, we're going to push into the hands, and roll up into tabletop. Find the center of the mat, so we're nice and comfy. And the hands are going to be beneath the shoulders and the knees beneath the hips. And let's move through just 2 rounds of cat-cow. So we did a seated one. Let's try it on our hands and knees. So exhale, belly button pulls in and up, tailbone rounds down, upper back really rounds. Inhale to cow. Pull the shoulder blades together. And exhale, round. Inhale to cow. And just hold cow for a second here. So it allows the back to kind of stretch in a bit of a weird way. Let's return to neutral tabletop. So the belly pulls in, the lower back is flat. Extend the right leg behind you. And really push the leg straight as you can. And we're going to cross the right leg over to the left side of the mat. Tuck your toes and look over the left shoulder. Good. So hold here, push over into the left hip, and then push the right hip down. We'll cross the right elbow, or we'll bring the right elbow to the floor, cross the right forearm across, and lift the left hand. So it's kind of a deep twist. And now just focus on your alignment as we kind of warm up here. So my left wrist is above my left shoulder. My left shoulder is above my right elbow. Okay, bring the right hand forward. Left elbow comes to the floor and interlock. The hands interlock, right leg comes back. From here, we're going to poke the thumbs up. We're going to roll forward, lift the right leg up, and then push back. As far back as you can. Right leg's going to stay up the whole time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back. Forward and back. And forward and back. Forward and back. Last time, we'll hold it in this forward position here. Lift the heel up. And lower the right hip down. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee comes to the floor. Good. Hands to the floor, right where the elbows were. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips up. Find a down dog here. Remember to spread the fingers. Look at the hands. Make sure they're shoulder width apart. It's our foundation. Walk the heels out. So left heel drops as the right knee bends a little bit. Now, just hold here. Don't be in too much of a hurry to get out of that stretch. But breathe into the discomfort. Accept it. Know it. Love it. And switch sides. Right heel drops. Left heel lifts.
Alrighty, let's bring both heels towards the floor, then lift the heels up. So my heels are basically stacked above the balls of my feet, and I'm squeezing the calves. And lower the heels down. Lift the heels up. Lower down and lift up. So I'm not rolling forward as I do this, it's just my hips lifting. My upper body stays in the best down dog I can muster. Let's hold this last one up with the heels above the toes and see how much you can flex the calf muscles. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring the knees to the floor. Excellent. Come back to tabletop, so I have to bring my hands back a little bit, extend the left leg back. Really strong. We want to keep that length. Keep the kneecap lifted. Now cross the left leg over and behind the right and look back over the right shoulder. So this could be as intense as you want it to, as long as you can see your toes. Push pretty hard into the left hand. That'll get you a little more space in the left rib cage. Okay, here we do that twist. So I'm going to bring the left elbow to the floor and cross the left forearm across the mat. Lift the right hand up. Check your alignment. Do the best you can. Right wrist over right shoulder. Right shoulder over left. Okay, right arm to the floor, and your right hand actually goes where the left hand was. Interlock the fingers, left leg pushes back. Thumbs poke up, that's just my guideline. You may not come as far, you may come further. Just see what it feels like. Roll forward, press into the forearms and the hands and push back. As if someone's pushing or pulling you back with that left leg back. Forward and back, that's 2. Forward and back, that's 3. Back, that's 4. Forward. Back. That's 5, but I want to lean forward here. I want to do that hold here as far forward as you can. Bring the shoulder blades together. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back, bring the left knee to the floor. Bring your hands to the floor, into tabletop. Tuck your toes and come into down dog. Bring your feet together so that the toes are just about touching. Now bring your hands together so that the thumbs are touching. Now this might be tough for you. This is a bit of a balance here because we really bring our foundation quite narrow here. But don't lose the down dog. Press into the hands. And here we hold. Find the breath. Find the stretch. Enjoy this inversion. Perhaps you should nod your head yes or no, just to make sure there's no tension happening in the neck. You're not looking back so hard your throat's flexing. Good. Bring the hands wide again and let's step forward. One big step. I challenge you. One big step to the top of the mat. So you're in a forward fold to the top of the mat. So here you could use blocks. The legs should be straight as much as possible because we're focusing on the hamstrings. But if the legs are bent because you don't have blocks, that's okay too. Good. Now bend the knees just a little bit. Pressure off the back. Inhale the hands out to the side. Lift. Let the palms meet. Bring your hands to heart center. Good, and just take a moment here. Big inhale through your nose and sigh out. Drop the shoulders down. You're ready for any challenge that arises today. Inhale, hands lift. Back of the hands come together, and this is called a swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. press on the shins or the floor and really pull those shoulder blades back like you're pulling them into your hips. And then exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank. Push the body forward, pull the elbows into the sides, slowly lower down as deep as you can. Then just flip the tops of the feet to the floor. Just hold this up dog. Squeeze the glutes together. That means bring the heels together too. And exhale, roll back to down dog. Inhale, bring the right heel to the right bum and then shoot that leg up. Good. As high as you can, as straight as you can. Now lift the left heel up, stack it above the ball of the foot, and lower it down. And lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. Lift. Now step the right foot between the hands. Once you find your foundation, make sure your feet are not too close together as far as Warrior One. I'm sorry, crescent pose. Good. Push the back heel forward. Look up. Reach those arms back like at the beginning, biceps beside the ears. Inhale once more and then exhale. Bring the hands to the floor to the inside of the right foot. So I'm going to walk my back heel back. So this is what it looks like from the side. I'll show you what it looks like from the front. Just like this. Now we're going to bend the elbows back to the back of the room and lower ourselves down as deep as you can go. And push up. Good. So bend and push up. So hold there. I'll come to the side so you can see what it looks like. So bend and up. Let's do two more. One and up. Two and up. Hands walk to the long side of the mat. Shoot that right leg forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Walk the hands between the feet. Tuck the chin. Push the body back. Good. Try to lift your arches up. Inhale, halfway lift, so walk the hands forward. Now walk the hands to the back of the mat. The feet will follow. Making any adjustments you need, we inhale to crescent pose. Turn that right hip forward. Sink deep. Arms reach. Be as active as possible. Challenge yourself if you feel like. No expectations. Just enjoy. Good. Hold here. Just find some steadiness. 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, hand to the inside of the left leg. If you need to move that left leg out a little bit, definitely do that. Just like in chaturanga, we lower down, elbows tuck into the ribs and push up. And down. And up. Down. And up. 2 more. 1. And up. And 2. And up. Hands walk to the long side of the mat again. But we're going to bend the knees, inhale and stand all the way up now. So the legs are straight, the hands will meet. And now the hands come to the hips. Big inhale here, exhale, pivot forward, send the hips back. Forward fold as deep as you can. Keeping the hands on the hips. Tuck the chin and really balance down through the feet. Good. Release the hands to the floor. We'll walk back to the top of the mat and step forward into a forward fold. across the arms this time. And see if you can straighten the legs a little more. See if you can mentally tell your body that that air is there to help you and release that tension, that protection that the body gives you when we tense up, when we think we've gone deep enough. Alrighty, bend the knees and we'll inhale and stand all the way up.
Let the palms meet and definitely bring them down to the lower back. Interlock the hands and pull the knuckles down. Look up. As you pull the knuckles down, the shoulder blades will come together, hopefully, as much as you can. So just take a moment here. We're going to try and move with the exhale, so we'll get a good forward fold in. And exhale, bend the legs.
Lift the hands off the lower back. Tuck the chin and try to lift the hands as high as you can. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. So here I'm going to keep my hands together. I'm going to bend my legs. I'm going to step my left leg to the back of the mat. Still in this deep fold here. Good. Now inhale to crescent.
So I release my arms, lift the hands. Exhale, hands will come to heart center, and I'm going to twist. So the left elbow comes all the way to the outside of the right leg. Push into the hands. Look up over the right shoulder. And twist. So keep as much weight as you can on the front leg. That back leg is just able to push you back and forth. All right, let's untwist hands to the floor. And let's step all the way to the top of the mat into a forward fold. Big inhale, exhale, forward fold, tuck. See if you're feeling any more distance in your hamstrings and your back. Bend the knees and stand all the way up. Let the palms meet, hands to the lower back. Fingers interlock, so maybe try a different grip, that awkward grip we never really hold people's hands with. Inhale, look up, shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold.
Inhale, halfway lift. So back is flat. Bend the knees, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Super balance here. Hold here. And now release the hands. Inhale to crescent.
Good, hands to heart center. We're going to twist. Right elbow to the outside of the left leg. Push into the hands. Stack the elbows above each other. Right elbow, left leg. Hold here. 5, 4, 3. Twist as much as you can. 2, 1. Hands released to the floor. We step all the way to the top of the mat for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, even a deeper forward fold. So here you might be able to kind of grab your calves or your toes or cross your arms. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins. Exhale, step back to plank. Push the body forward, chaturanga, to up dog, to down dog. From this down dog, we walk the hands back and stand all the way. Lift the hands right into heart center. And wherever you are and whatever you're doing, take a moment here to find something to look at, the drishti of yoga, so we can balance. Remember, in this balance, nothing can throw you off. You're the balance master. maybe. Weight into the left foot. Just come to the toes of the right. Test the ankle. Okay, lift the right leg. Good. Now we're gonna cross the right ankle over the left knee. But I have to bend my left knee to make this happen. And now I bring my bum way back. Good. And I sink back. So my right hip is where I'm really gonna feel a stretch. My left hip is where I'm really gonna feel the heat build. Pull those right toes into the shin, please. And then we'll just stand without crossing the legs. And then back down. 1, and up, and down, and up, and down, up, and down. Here we're going to come to a forward fold in this Galavasana. So hands to the floor if you can. Bend your knee deeper. So if you can't reach the floor, blocks would be a good choice here. Keeping with the legs like this, we're going to walk the hands forward. Come into down dog with this chair legs. Then roll to the arch of the left foot. Lift the right hand. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Left hand to the floor. Right leg spins back and up. Exhale, step the right foot through. Bring the back heel down by turning on the ball of the foot. Inhale to warrior 1. As always, both of my feet are planted. That back foot is staying planted. Now reach the arms forward and hover the body above the front thigh. And come back up. And forward. And back up. And forward. And back up. And forward. And back up. Once we're up, let's extend the arms to warrior 2. So walk the back foot back. Shoulders drop. Gaze over the front middle finger. Good, find some stillness. Hands interlock behind the head. Pull those elbows back and squeeze the shoulder blades, and you can look to the long side of the mat. Now we're going to bring the right elbow to the right knee. As deep as you can. Try and touch it, and then lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up, perfect. Hands to the lower back now. Interlock the fingers like we've been doing. So big shoulder stretch day. Pull the knuckles down. Exhale, fold forward into the inside of the right leg. As deep as you can, lifting the hands up. Right shoulder presses into the right knee. Hold just for another couple of breaths. Good, hands release to the floor. Bring it back, get up. Back to those lizard push-ups. Both of my hands are to the inside of my right leg. Push forward, bend the elbows back, and push up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot steps back to down dog. Then knees to the floor. Nice and wide, toes together. And you believe this is our first child's pose. So we'll enjoy this break. Find a steady breath.
Walk the body back, bring the knees together. This is hero's pose. Walk the hands behind you, lift the bum up and just scooch it forward to the other side of the feet. Bend the elbows back and look up. All right, walk the hands forward again, tuck the toes, and we're at the back of the mat in a forward fold. Oh, enjoy this for just a couple of breaths. Bend the knees and stand all the way up. Let the palms meet. Bring the hand towards. Good. Give yourself a moment to focus on just standing. You got a balance coming up. Let's bring the left heel up. Just find the balance in the toes. Right leg is strong. It's tired, but it's strong. Left leg lifts. Cross the left ankle over the right and sit back for Galabhasana. Nice and slow. Good, so keep your back flat, shoulders down away from the ears. All right, let's squat this out for 5 squats. So lift up, 1, and squat, 2, and down, up, and down, up, and down. 1 more up, down, hands to the floor with control, forward fold. If this is really tough, you can try to straighten the right leg so you get a little closer to the floor. Or try and gut it out. You might have a box of Cocoa Puffs here that you're using, I don't know. Good, hands walk forward, now into down dog. If that leg's still crossed, it's kind of tough, right? But it can be done. Roll to the arch of the right foot. Keep that right knee bent, then lift the right hand. We hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand to the floor, left leg spins back, pushes up, and steps through. Right into warrior 1. Good. Oh, I'm going to pull forward here. Good. Now we'll reach the body forward, hover it over the front leg, and back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once you're up, warrior 2, shoulders spin to the long side of the mat. I'll adjust my feet. Oh, back leg is strong. Good. Hands interlock, elbows pull back. Try and keep the elbows back the whole time. Knee to elbow and up. 5, 4, 3, 1. Come back down. Hands to the inside of the front leg. Back heel lifts up. Elbows pull back. Lizard push up. Down and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step the left foot back into down dog. Roll through into plank. Chaturanga to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Roll through into plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. To down dog. Knees to the floor. Child's pose. Water break. Good, let's give the hips a good stretch today. So walk the hands forward. From here, I just want you to bring your right knee to your right wrist. So it's gonna touch your right wrist. Then swing the left, or the right ankle over to the left wrist. Might not make it, but get as close as you can. Now we're just gonna sit here for a second. So you'll notice these are my hips. They're gonna try and be level, so I'm not rolling to the right or left. It's going to take a second here. Make sure that knee is doing well. You can to bring your hand to your knee and foot and really arch the lower back. Or just keep your hands on the floor. That's also good. Good. Now we slowly release. Hands to the floor. If you can, bring the elbows to the floor. And just take a breath here. Left leg is coming straight out behind you. If the knee is being squishy, just press a little bit into the top of the left foot. And now, walk your hands forward if you can for what they call a sleeping pigeon. Breathe deep here. You might find this super intense, so find a place where you can hold it and breathe through it. The idea is not to just hop out when you feel that discomfort. It's to learn to sit with it and breathe through it. And that's how we'll make some big gains in flexibility. Let's roll over to the right glute. This allows the left leg to swing around. So the left leg is going to swing around to the arch of the right foot. I'll just come here to show you guys. Good. We'll inhale and get super tall here and rotate the shoulders so my heart's going to aim for my left knee, and then reach forward as far as you can. Grab the toes, grab the inside, outside of the foot, the knee, wherever you can. What I want you to do is pull yourself forward. Get a lot of length in the spine. Each exhale allows us to kind of pull a little bit more without the sit bones coming off the floor. Okay, we'll walk the hands back. We're going to try a hair-on pose today. It might be good if you guys bring straps to class so we can try some different stuff. I'm going to bring my right leg behind me, just like this. So if this is super uncomfortable, just keep the leg forward. That's all right. Now what I want you to do is reach forward, grab the peace fingers, or use the peace fingers to grab the big toe of the left foot. Then we lean back, all the way up, lifting that left leg up. So if this doesn't work, that's where a strap would come in handy, or you could just try and hold the leg up like this. That's all right. But do give it a try. There you go. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring that foot down. The hair-on pose is quite intense, but I introduce you guys to some new stuff.
Swing that leg around.
Come back. We'll do that same thing on the other side. Left knee to the left wrist, and then swing that left ankle over towards the right.
And then I just walk that back foot back. But again, go slow. Many a knee has been hurt doing this by moving too fast. Good, so we always just take a pause here just to evaluate and scan the body. Good. Now try to push yourself up. So hand into the knee, hand into the arch of the foot. You can look up here. This turns into a mermaid where we grab the back foot. One day, right guys? One day. That's more of an in-person thing, so I can help you out. Good. Look up. Good. And now slowly come forward.
Elbows to the floor. And this is maybe where you feel like the most stretch that you can breathe comfortably. So I encourage you to own that and stay there. But there's always a little more, always a little more. Complete sleeping pigeon, we just walk the hands forward. Good, maybe the forehead comes to the floor or to your fists. And a soft breath, and make them even. Balance the breath. Take a moment to count the inhale and then match the exhale to whatever count you came up with. Okay, let's slowly come out of this. Roll to the left side, which again frees up the right leg to come forward. Good. Just like that. Oh, lots of length here. Rotate the shoulders so that I'm going to stretch over that leg as much as I can, and then imagine the heart coming down towards the knee. If you can, pull your body forward. Do your best to stay anchored to the floor. You can close your eyes and just release any tension in the jaw, the eyes if you were squinting or clenching. And walk the hands back now. We'll try that heron pose again, best you can. So, back foot folds behind you. This may be enough for you here. If this is enough for you because this leg is tight, that is super okay. I'm gonna reach forward, bend that leg this time. I'm gonna lean back. Oh, I'm gonna kick into that toe, lift the foot up. Good. So the more you can lean back, the more you kind of have balance to kind of hold here. Good, enjoy that intensity. Whew. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2. The audio skipping, 2,
2, just joking. Come on down. Good, let's cross the legs like a normal crisscross here. Just lay your hands gently upon your knees. Good, take an inhale as deep as you can through your nostrils. And open your mouth and sigh. Inhale again. And sigh. Let's bring our hands to heart center, palms meet. May you be safe and free from suffering. May you be at peace and at ease. May you be happy and healthy. And may you always be filled with loving kindness. That one's tough sometimes. Thank you very much for joining me. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.